everyone, my name is Lexi Jong and here I like to talk about luxury beauty. Today we are going to go through some items that I am decluttering. So things that are perfectly fine, but some of them don't work for me or I just don't really like them. And then also some empties. So we're going to start off with things I've used up, some empties here. And we're going to start here with the U Beauty. This is the resurfacing compound. I started this March 1st of 2021. And I just finished this in the beginning of July. So I used it anywhere about, I guess on average, 2 to 3 times a week. Sometimes it was once a week, sometimes it was 3 or 4 times a week. But on average, we're looking at 2 to 3 times a week at night. And I'm somebody, I've always had a hard time getting into retinol. I've got some sensitivities. I used to have very strong sensitivity or allergy actually to vitamin A, to the point where I couldn't use anything with vitamin A derivatives. My skin has since changed since that time. And yeah, I really liked this. So I would purchase this again. I am trying something a little bit stronger right now and seeing how that goes, but I really enjoyed this. I thought that was a great product and I would buy that again. Now, I used these up a while ago, but these are from Givenchy. This is the Le Soin Noir, and they're both Le Soin Noir products. This is the serum for face, the face serum, and this one here is the light cream, so creme légère. And I have to say, absolutely loved them. They are fragranced, so just something to note there. It's a soft floral fragrance, but I really liked them. This is refillable, so this black insert here comes out. So I'm probably gonna end up repurchasing a refill on this. I'm not sure, I haven't found a way to refill this. I think I have to buy a new bottle of this, but I could be wrong, so I'll double check that before I trash it. But I would definitely purchase these two again. They're kind of pricey though, so waiting for a sale. So next up, these are products I had really wanted to try for a long time. This is the Sisley Supremia Night combination. We have the eye serum, which is really more of a moisturizer, and then the actual nighttime moisturizer. So I started these, I started the eye serum August 28th of last year, and I finished it up in January of this year. The moisturizer I actually started on November 11th last year, and I finished it up on March 11th of this year. So, you know, 4 months, a little under 6 months. They're very expensive. I got them for a good sale price. You know, I waited for a sale to get them. I don't plan on repurchasing them unless it's a really good sale. I would get them for that. I really liked them. I thought that they, you know, were really great products, but are they something revolutionary that's making a huge difference in my skin, something worth that price level to me? No, I didn't find that. So I do have another one of these eye creams that I haven't opened yet, that I got for a really good deal, and I would do that again, but I would not pay anything close to full price for these. Another Sisley product that I actually found to be a little bit of a disappointment was this. This is the Phyto Blanc Lightening Cleansing Milk, and I started this on December 4th of 2021, and I used this once a day, finished it up just last week. So it ended up, you know, lasting a very, you know, I'd say that's a pretty long time. You know, we're looking at around 8.5 months. So this was, you know, it's one of those cream cleansers. It's lightweight, but I felt like it left a little bit of a film, and it's not something, you know, super efficient at cleansing. I thought it was a nice, like, wake you up type of moisturizer, something very soft and gentle in the morning. But I just didn't love it. I like the pump dispenser, but that was about it. So I will not repurchase that. Next up, we have some items from Skinbetter Science that I wanted to share with you. This is the Interfuse Treatment Cream for the eye. I started this August 2nd, 2021, and I finished it March 9th of this year. And I started off using this once a day. This was my daytime eye cream, and, you know, I really liked it. So The last month or so, I used it about twice a day. I was using it morning and night. So overall, I have to say this was a pretty good deal. This is something I'd buy again because it's a really nice basic moisturizer. But again, I didn't notice anything revolutionary. I have a hard time finding, an eye cream that really makes a huge difference. I also got, this is just a small bottle. They sell larger ones as well. This is the Lines Serum from the Interfuse section as well. This is supposed to be used morning and night. This lasted me a while, but I didn't use it consecutively enough. I did use it all the way up, but I started this one August 5th, 2021. I finished it up earlier this year, but again, I wasn't using it every day. I think I would have to try it again to see whether it really makes a difference with lines or anything, but I thought it was a nice lightweight serum. And I would actually try this again just because although I didn't notice anything major, I think that's partially my fault because I didn't use it, as often as I should have. But I found that it did make my skin feel a little bit smoother and it was a nice texture that played with other products really well. So I did enjoy it. And then the Interfuse Treatment Cream for Face and Neck. This was their moisturizer. And again, I started this August 2nd of 2021 and I finished this up earlier this year as well. I use this, during the daytime for the most part, occasionally underneath something heavier during the nighttime. But this was a good basic moisturizer. Nothing to write home about for me. So this one, I wouldn't mind purchasing again, but it's not something I'm going to rush out to purchase again. And just two more things I wanted to mention here. This is the Chanel L'Huile. So this is the cleansing oil. This is what I've been using to take off my makeup. At night, I put it on a dry face. I really only need 1 to 2 pumps. Put that on, rub it all over, then I rinse my face with water. Then I go in with a soap for a second cleanse. But I've been really reaching for this over cleansing balms recently because I find that it's removing the product with less effort on my part, especially on eye makeup. I don't have to worry so much about, like tugging on the lashes or the lids or anything like that. So this, I started on February 7th, February 1st, sorry, of 2021. And I actually just finished this up today. You can see, I tried my best to get every little drop out of here. I have already repurchased this. I forget how much this costs. It was something like $65 or something. But I think it's a good value. So I would definitely buy this again, as I already did, but I'm really loving this for removing makeup. And I just wanted to mention one last product I'm currently using from Givenchy. I have the product down in my bathroom. It's lasting a really long time so far. It's the toner. This is from their newer line, the Skin Perfecto. This is the Skin Glow Priming Lotion, which is essentially a toner, but it really does seem to add some brightness to my face. And I feel like the bottle is going to last me years. So, I think I've gone down like an inch in the bottle and I've been using this ever since it came out. So as soon as this launched, I forget when that was, but it was maybe like January, February, something like that, beginning of the year. This bottle is going to last me forever and I'm really enjoying it. So that's it for Empties. Let's talk about makeup that I'm decluttering. Last month, we went through like powders and things I was going to declutter. I'm slowly working my way through the collection, but this time we're going to take a look at bronzers and highlighters. And these are, things that some of them I just don't love the colors, or they're things I don't really reach for myself too often, but I know somebody who's going to like them more. So we're going to start off with this. This is the Dior Forever Natural Bronze in shade 4 Tan Bronze. And I think this formula is okay. There's nothing wrong with the formula. It's not my favorite formula, but this color is just a little bit warm. You can see it's got a little bit more of a golden undertone to it, so I don't reach for this. Likewise, we have the Chanel Le Beige Powder in number 50. I bought this for the purpose of a bronzer. You can see though that I have hard pan on this. Unfortunately, I keep getting hard pan on this product, So, I mean, I can't even get up enough product to swatch. Gonna have to remove that again. This one I'm just gonna toss because I think it shouldn't keep getting hard pan that quickly. I'm pretty careful with it. So that's gonna go. This here is the Hermes highlighter in number 2 Mirage. This just came out, but I'm going to give this one to a friend. I don't love this. I do find that I get hard pan with mine periodically. You know, and maybe part of that is my fault. Hard pan's typically from like moisture or something like that. But this color is just a little bit too warm for me, so I don't reach for it. And I don't love it. This one here is the Sisley phyto-touche bronzer. And I hate giving this up because I love this formula. It's a gel powder formula, and I think it's a really great product. Oh, I just went over the Hermes highlighter there, but it's too orangey. I mean, it just doesn't work for my skin tone. I think people with like warmer skin tones and more like medium and beyond, this will work better, but it just doesn't work for me. So I do have a friend with a darker complexion who is warmer, has warmer undertones. I think she's gonna love that. Moving on, this is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer in number 1. And I do really like this formula. And I think it's a really nice bronzer. This color, however, it's too light. It's a little too yellow, so I don't reach for it. I did purchase shade number 2 though as well, so I like number 2. I'm gonna keep 2, but I'm gonna pass on number 1. Another Sisley product that didn't work for me. This is the Sisley Phyto Pudra Compact in shade number 4 bronze. And I love the actual powder. I wear the actual powder in shade 1 all the time. But the bronzer, the color, again, just doesn't work for me. But I do really like the formula of this. So it's just one that I don't use enough. And so I'd rather go to somebody who will. This is the Makeup by Mario bronzer in light. And this, again, is going to be another color issue for me. I just don't use it that often. And I really, honestly, I don't use bronzers a ton. So I don't want to have a huge collection of bronzers just kind of taking up space here. So that one it's one I just don't use. I find it ends up looking a little bit warm, a little muddy-ish on my skin. Also, Victoria Beckham Matte Bronzing Brick. This is shade 1, and I don't mind the second shade, this one here. I never use the light shade. You can see the light shade is actually kind of similar to the Charlotte Tilbury, but it's just one that I don't reach for. There are others I prefer, and my compact is one that is one of the broken compacts, so it's like a real pain to use. Moving on to some highlighters. This is the Pat McGrath in Golden Nectar. And I like the formula of these. I like the actual highlighter. It's a little bit peachier and deeper than what I typically go for though. So I decided to pass that one on. Also, the Sisley number 6 shimmer in the Phyto Blush collection. I don't like this. I wouldn't recommend it. I love the formula of the blushes, but this highlighter shade is a little bit like grainier, and this is kind of like a gel powder kind of formula. But look at this color. It's kind of like an orangey champagne shade, and it's very kind of heavily metallic looking on the skin in my opinion. I don't really like it, so I'm gonna get rid of that. And then, sorry to say, I know so many people love this. This is the La Mer The Glow highlighter, and I do like it. I think it's a nice highlighter. You've got this powdery peachy side here, but you can see, just like these other ones I'm decluttering, the shade isn't quite right for me. You can see this is going to be a brighter peach. It's very pretty, but I just don't love it on my skin tone. And then you have this, like this cream. And you can see that there. I do like that. I like how this has the little plastic component you can switch back and forth, so you're not getting powder mixed into your cream and so forth. But I just don't use it, so I'm going to give it to somebody who will. Almost done with these. We've got the Merit Highlighter Stick in Bounce, and I just find this feels a bit oily on my skin. So I don't like the texture of it, but I do like the color of this one. Don't like the packaging on that though. And then we have the Makeup by Mario. This is the sculpting stick in light, which I don't know. My sculpting stick is not really moving well. I know some people have reported having those issues with the blush sticks as well. None of my blush sticks have an issue, but this sculpting stick, you can see it's kind of got this yellowish orangish undertone to it. I don't like it. So I'm going to get rid of that. Moving on to some mascaras I'm decluttering. This is the Sisley So Stretch Mascara in brown. It's my go-to. I love the wand on this, the telescopic wand. I love the shade. This is a repurchase. It's a very expensive mascara in my opinion, but totally worth it. I already have backups, plus the other shades in this as well. It's just my favorite mascara. I also have the Esom Cosmetics mascara. I really like this. This is a nice volumizing mascara, and I'm getting rid of these only because, you know, I've used these up or they're past their expiration at this point. But this is one that I would purchase again. And this is just your nice standard wand, but I do really like this. Another favorite is the Surratt Noir Lash Tint. This has the metal lash comb. Absolutely love this. It's a repurchase. This one, you know, both this and the Sisley, those are my two go-to mascaras. Absolutely love them. I've kind of added the Kjaer Weis Impossible mascara into the mix. Those are kind of like the three that I reach for the most. And yeah, I will definitely buy this again. I think I already have a backup sitting behind me. All right, so on to a few brow products. This is the Merit brow product in brown. This was okay. It was a nice standard brow gel. I didn't notice anything special about it though. You know, it's okay, but there are others that I prefer, so I'll go for those. We also have the Rose Ink. This is the eyebrow gel in number 2. Again, pretty standard. I actually like the Merit one better than the Rose Ink. The Rose Ink was a lighter consistency of the product. The color is also a little bit lighter. So it just, since it was a little bit more watery of a texture, it just, you know, took a little bit longer to like kind of dry and set. So I didn't love it. I didn't love it, but it wasn't bad. And then we also have the Chantecaille Full Brow Perfecting Gel and Tint. This is supposed to have like the growth product in there. This one is the shade Light. They have a pretty poor shade range in my opinion. So this is a little bit lighter for me than what I like. I found it to be okay, but again, a little bit watery, and I did not notice any growth personally with that. So I'm gonna pass on that. I've also used up, this is the Surratt brow gel in the clear, the translucent. So I really like this one, but they now have colors. I reach for the colors more. This has gotten older, so I'm gonna get rid of that, replace that. And then I have the Merit. This is the Perfecting Complexion Stick in shade Silk. I do really like this product. They have just re-released this product with more product in the packaging. I believe it's the same price. That was kind of the point. My problem is I have, you know, as this gets older, this type of applicator, as the product starts to dry, it falls out of the tube. So I stuck it back in here, but mine has fallen out a couple times now, and you know, it fell on a rug, got kind of hairy. It's just kind of gross now. So I do really like the product. I'll probably pick up the newer version of it at some point when I need more product. Then other things I'm getting rid of, this is the Byredo liquid eyeliner, and this one is the brown shade. It was limited edition, I believe, practical brown. I really like the color, I like the applicator, but now that this has gotten older, I have found that it kind of feathers and bleeds a little bit when I apply it before it fully sets. And I didn't have that issue when it was newer. So I'm going to toss this, and I have a few more products here. This is the Dior Show Kabuki Brow Styler. Love the little brush. I've been saving it because of the brush, but I hate the product. I decided it's just time to just toss it. I'm not reaching for the brush on its own, so just a few more lip liners and eyeliners, sort of. So some of the Chanel eyeliners that have come out that have been a little bit more red or pink, I've been using them as lip liners. This is one of the Chanel Stylo Yeux waterproofs in 955 Romance, and that's this one up here. I have to say, I just don't like it. And this product's gotten older, so it's starting to like break off when I use it. We also have another Steel Oya in Psyche 959. There in a minute. And this is a really pretty kind of like brick red, but I just don't use it. Next we have the Patrick Ta lip crayon in She's Proud, and it's this shade here. I like the applicator of this, but just like I was having the problem with the Merit, mine has actually you know, kind of fallen out at this point. So I'm having a hard time with this, you know, in the actual tube, but it's older now. I got that when it first released. We also have the Chanel Cielo Ombre Contour in 38 Burgundy Perle. I like this product. It still works totally fine, but I don't love the color on me, so this is going to move on. And then I have a really old Urban Decay in Rockstar, which I still, you know, I really like it, but mine is getting a little bit drier now. So, you know, these were always a great classic eyeliner to get that works really well with a ton of colors. So I like to get those specifically with some of the bright colors. I used to get those all the time, but I have since just come to prefer some other products. So thank you so much for going through all of these with me. Let me know down below in the comments what you think of the products that I'm decluttering, if you've tried any of those things, maybe your thoughts on some of my empties or any future recommendations as well. Thank you so much again for tuning in, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you very soon. Have a great day.